Screens and more screens. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Heal with Gwenda show. I am Gwenda Smith. If you've not been with me before, I'm delighted to have you here. As you come on in, please do say hello and let me know too where you are from. Elsie, I was just thinking about you. How are you today? Lovely to see you back. And if any of you were in the or came to the Spiritual and Alternative Global Online Expo yesterday, thank you for the hearts. Really appreciate it. And send them all back to you too with loads of love. If any of you were in the Spiritual Events Directory, hi Sarah, lovely to see you. I was only thinking of you on the weekend too. Hi Joe, Becca, first time, welcome to us. Hi Kim, lovely to see you here. Rebecca also, Rebecca Dale. Yeah, I'm very well. A Queenslander, hi Jason, hello from beautiful Queensland. If any of you came on to the expo yesterday, it was a Sunday, it was a fantastic day. Hi from Townsville, Rebecca from Queensland, thank you. Brisbane, yeah, I'm good. Hi Kerry, good to see you today too. So if any of you joined us for the expo on Sunday, that was a hoot of a day. I had a great time. Some of you have been, that are here today were with me. I think I'm still a little bit frazzled from that. Kim, am I doing healings today? Well, I don't know. Let's see what Spirit has to say and what Spirit wants to bring forward. I quite often do my job as being the channel and the seer and just let it flow, Kim. So let's see what they have to say. That's nice, Sarah. Thank you. I really miss you. It's been so long. Hello, Julie. Yeah, Kerry, it was, wasn't it? Maria, hello. So good to see you all today. It's an interesting time in the world, isn't it? So let's see. What shall we have a bit of fun with today? As I speak with you, and as you join me here, hi Angel from the Sunshine Coast. Oh, Canberra. Oh, that's great, Becca. Kerry, what did you enjoy most about the expo? What did you take away from it? Let's see. As I sit here with you today, I am going to ask that a lot of healing energy by way of clarity and also vitality is brought through for you as we sit together today. So you will... Cool, Sarah. I'll look forward to it. So you will receive some really nice uplifting energy and also to clear some blocks, because just looking at the moment, there's a few of you that are at crossroads in your life. Now, I'm just going to talk about crossroads before I go into anything in particular for you. Because people get really caught up. Hi, Miranda. And Samantha, hello. People get really caught up and tied up in knots when they feel like they just can't move forward, they can't make decisions, don't know what in the world's going on for them, like Sarah. Selling a house maybe, Sarah. Trying to make these decisions and not knowing whether you're making the right decision or even if you can make the decision. Crossroads are not a time to make a decision. Crossroads are actually for you to sit in like you're in a hammock and just watch the world go by. Crossroads are really a time of reflection and preparation. But the human thing is about being busy and pushing boundaries and trying to push forward. And when you're in crossroads, you just find yourself getting really in a big muddle and nothing will work out. So if you do feel like you can't make decisions, if you feel like you just can't seem to make life go forward, then sit Sit and just do what you need to do each day, but don't try and push it. And that's the greatest failing of humans, is pushing things when really we need to allow things to take place in their right time and space. Now, hi Jason, how you doing? Um, when when you have a division in your road also where you're given choices, this is always in answer to what you want. Now, my greatest joy is in healing. I don't know what to do. Definitely just trying to give it time to get some clarity. Hi, Edward. Hey, cool. So good to see you here today. And let me see. Oh my God. Is it 1 a.m. in the morning, Edward? you're, you're a champion, I tell you. Um, it, when you don't know, like Sarah is saying, I don't know what to do. When you don't know what to do, it's definitely, hi, Kay. Oh, look, I've got a new name today, Gwendolyn. Oh, my mum would be most unimpressed. One of my grandmothers said, name her Gwendolyn, and mum said, no way. Um, Thanks, Kay. So, pushing past things, trying to make things happen when you want them to happen. You know, this does nothing but give you a headache, and it also slows things down. So when you're trying to make a decision, when you're trying to find your way on your path, and you feel like you're really pushing a decision, just give it up. Give it up and let it go, because it's not the time to be making that decision. Now, the other week we did a fabulous evening on how to hear your angels and guides, and we had so much time, so much fun. So much fun in doing that. So I'm laughing at Kay's message there. And no problem, Kay. And I did come on to have fun with you today because I've been doing some work this morning in the Soul Mastery Collective, and also a personal mentoring journey with a lady, spiritual mentoring. And, you know, a lot of what came through today, thanks, Edward, it was great fun, wasn't it? I think we need to go next level up, Edward. So, a lot of what came through today was how people create the blocks in their life, and, you know, really are living in someone else's shoes, living with all the impact that we get from when we arrive into this world. Like the lady in the Soul Mastery Collective was in tears and felt that she'd been failing so much in her life because she didn't really understand her personal values, her core values, lots of wonderful things. So getting in your own way is because you're listening to your head. Your path is always clear, it's always powerful when you receive the messages from your guides and when you listen to your soul. Now, your soul talks to you. Oh, cool, Edward, can't wait. Yes. I'm actually going to take you to meet your guide, Edward. That's the next level up that I want to go to. Actually, take you to meet your guide and whichever angel is going to work with us on that night. How funky will that be? So, great. Angel, that is awesome. Need to unblock being able to receive, especially abundance, etc. Oh, I love that, because this was one of the things we covered in the Soul Mastery Collective this morning. Okay, let's have a look at abundance for everybody. Where are you with abundance in your life? What is it that you want to be abundant in? Now, when you're trying to manifest abundance, when you're trying to make your wishes come true, and be careful, we witches say, careful what you wish for. Abundance that you believe you want, and abundance that you are trying to call in, has firstly got to be aligned with you. If you're not aligned from your soul, from your heart, your personal values, living your personal values, you will not be able to bring in the abundance that you want, no matter what that abundance is. If it's love, if it's happiness, if it's harmony, if it's health. Hi, Adrienne. If it is money. Now, money, you notice I put down the end of the list because most people think of abundance and think money, think wealth. But the fact is, it should be last on your list, because if you're not aligned to everything in your life and aligned to your heart and soul, you're not going to be able to bring the wealth into your life, or you will bring in some kind of wealth and it will be removed very quickly. So abundance means you've got to be aligned in yourself. It is a fantastic journey to take. Let's have a look at some of you and see what's going on. Edward, I'd like to go straight to you, and I want to say to you, Edward, that there is around your heart chakra, you've got quite a bit of calcification. Now, the words I'm going to use when I speak to you all today is in the terms that you will be able to get a mental picture of what I'm talking about. So the chakras, right, are beautiful, our beautiful energy centers of the soul, and of course we've got so many of them. We have the 7 main ones in the body. Now, Edward, around the heart chakra for you, it shows like it has got calcification, which means that there's no way it can spin correctly and at the velocity that it should spin for you. When we bring calcification into the body, this is a really strong resistance. It is also a form of protection. So you want to be able to really look into your heart and see what it is that you were protecting yourself from and creating that shield. But calcification also makes us stubborn, and it prevents us from being able to receive love, to give love freely, especially when it's around the heart chakra or the throat chakra. So really it would take some time to look into your heart, into the energy side of the heart, and see what is creating that for you. And I'm going to say you'll need to go back 15 years. So you're going to need to go back a ways to be able to find what first started it. But 15 years, too long. Been there, needs to go. All right. Adrienne Merritt, hello to you. It's very nice of you to say hello to everyone. Adrienne, you've got knee, right knee for you. So being able to look into your knee. This the funny thing about knees is when we get stuck in the ego space. So you're trying to make a lot of your decisions from the ego space of self. Now the ego gets a bad rap, and it's really not right. It's not right to give the ego a bad rap. It has a very important role to play with you. Hi Dana, how are you? Lovely to see you here. So, where was I? Which was this lovely lady. Adrienne, you're in your ego space trying to make your decisions, and it's creating a lot of disturbance in your right knee. Now, that's also the male side of the body. So, you're leading, trying to lead with the masculine side of yourself. Yes, male and female. Never mind this nonsense about no such thing or not calling it that. Hi, Julie. Welcome. So Adrienne, you need to be able to bring more balance in using both the feminine and the masculine side of self, and step out of your ego space for making your decisions. Kerry, for you, love, there's just way too much dust. You need to dust. Way too much clutter around this crown chakra for you. Chakra, I've slipped back to the old terminology. So carry forth. You need to cleanse and clear and ground. You've got to bring yourself back to a place of being centered in yourself. Your mind is everywhere. It's all over the place for everyone else, as if you're out there trying to do too much for other people. And I want to say rescue, as if you're out there rescuing other people from their own problems. Don't waste your energy, and it's not your place to do that. Too kind, Kerry, all very good to help others, but you must look after yourself and have a full cup. Then you can continue to look after others. Otherwise, you're going to find yourself ending up with some really nasty headaches. Not nice. Let's see. Oh, Anita Ruiz. Hello, Anita. How are you? Good afternoon. Thank you, Edward. Please do release that crystallization around the heart and calcification. Alicia, really? You're looking for a house to rent? It's not actually good timing for you to be looking for a house to rent. And also, I hear that you're looking in the wrong areas. You need to revisit where you feel you want to be going to, where you feel that you're looking. You need to span it out wider. I'm sorry, that is not going to feel like that's what you want, because you've got an idea of where you want to be, as we often do. But as I began with today, we push against the call from our soul. We push against what the heart really knows is best, and this is where we come undone. So Alicia, looking for a property to rent, you need to change your direction. You need to go more west, not over here to me. You need to go more west of where you've been looking, and the place that comes up for you will be like last minute, and it will be just great. Hi Antoinette Zamet, I'm very well, thank you, and I hope you are too. Miranda, on your spiritual growth, or your spiritual growth. Look, spiritual growth and being able to be more deeply connected is a lifetime practice. Being able to connect to your soul, to your higher self, takes dedicated, committed practices every day. It also requires you to be able to understand your true self first and foremost. So many people that want to go on a spiritual aha or a spiritual growth tend to go external rather than going internal. When you understand yourself and you know more about you, then you're really starting to go on a spiritual growth journey with yourself. You also need to understand what it is that you want from that, and make sure that, once again, you're aligned. Julie Buick, let me see. Julie, a lot of disturbance around your throat chakra, so you're really not expressing yourself in the way that you want to. You are half-hearted, meaning that you're trying to get your message across with only half the message, because you're concerned about speaking it out, speaking your truth. You're actually holding yourself back quite a bit. You're also being shown as having like shackles around one of your legs that can make you feel like you're dancing in circles. So you need to release some of the things that are holding you very earthbound, Julie Buick. So when we are being held very earthbound, we're very attached to the tangible world, to everything that is the third dimension. Release some of that, let go. Start to sing, Julie, start to sing in the shower and really release that stuff in your throat. You also need to lift, your lymph system needs a nice big clean up. Tara Goddard, on your path and career, you know, the question about path, am I on my right path? What is the purpose of my life? These are always intriguing questions, because until you embark on understanding yourself on a spiritual level and really getting to know your spirit, everything that you will be looking for is externally driven. It is conditioned, so it's, you know, still living up to what other people have framed you to be. So for any of you who want to know what your real life purpose is and what your path is, please spend some time getting to know more about your spirit, your true spirit. And the only way you can do that is by sitting in sitting in quiet space and making a real effort with that. You're welcome, Adrian. Casey, hello. Oh, how to heal horses, love. Oh, goodness me. Amazing that you've asked that question. I've been watching a young woman over here with her horses, and it's so sad to see what's going on. And yes, I do heal animals. I can connect with them telepathically, hear what's going on. So the particular horse, Casey, that you're asking about has got a terrific amount of inflammation in its bowel, large bowel. It has a lot of trouble with digestion now. Even if they're out in a paddock and they seem to have lots of what might be called organic food, there is still junk. There's still stuff that's being added to other foods given to them, and there is also still poisons coming through. That horse is really quite unwell and needs a lot of healing. Maria, the home business, right? Look, one of the things about your home business is your commitment to it, how you want it to progress ahead. You need to really give yourself more time in creating your systems, your process, and dedicating what it is you want in the bigger picture. Maria, what I get at the moment is that you're still looking at it from a small picture. So taking yourself forward is actually creating fear with you. So stepping forward into your own real ability with your business has got you stifled at the moment. Come on back to the basics. Come on back to what it is that you dreamt of, that you really wanted to create by having your home business, and set yourself little goals each week and make sure that you do them. Okay, look, there is Anita Ruiz. It's interesting that you say I'm here to hear, because your guides are actually negating that. You may feel that you're here to hear, but they're saying you're not receiving. So when you receive messages, you're refuting them. So you're thinking too much from your headspace, and you're also deciding whether that was the answer that you wanted. Now I'm going to say to you all that I've mentioned a couple of times recently, what is it that you do with the messages you receive when you pop on here, or you go to many of the other readers that are on the Spiritual Events Directory? What do you do with these messages, and how many times do you actually accept them? Or do you jump on quickly to the next reader and go off and get another card? This is really frustrating for your guides. And to be honest, you're really turning yourself inside out, and you're creating a lot of disparity between your soul, your heart, your guides, the angels that are trying to help you. So, Anita, they're saying that you say you want to hear, but you're actually not receiving what they're trying to give you. You're going against what they're trying to give you. So if you truly want to receive their guidance, you've got to open yourself to accept what is coming through and not refute it. That means deciding, well, that's not the answer that I wanted. That's not the guidance that I wanted. And this is a mistake that I see people make a lot. So when you want answers and you're asking from a far higher power, even your own higher self is a higher power. If you're going to ask for that guidance, then be prepared to accept that it just might not be what your head had in mind. Your head will never be right. Thanks, Alicia. You're welcome. In a word, die, Mose? No, you're not. The work, it's time for you to actually have a change. You need to think about something else that you really enjoy, Di. You've gotten yourself bogged down, and you're also in a very conditioned mind state of the work that you would be looking for. Give yourself a chance to really feel into what it is you love to do. Now, look, that could be camping on the beach, right? Or going bushwalking. That's what your heart will tell you really love to do. And you'll go, well, no work in that. But when you learn to sit with that guidance and allow it to open into the space to show you how you can get work through your passion, through what you want, then you're going to be able to make the best decisions for getting the right work. So no, you're not looking in the right place for work. You're also not looking for the right work for you. Um, oh, Angel, that's a really funny question, and I think I've been long too. I have to come back to that. Thank you, Debbie. Um, Same to you, love. Same to you. Well, healing and health, my two favourite areas to talk about. And in fact, the lady that I am working with, and I was working with this morning, um, she has had a number of brain tumours and also one in the side of her neck. Healing is your innate right and your power. You can go and read as many books as you like, go to as many courses as you like, but if you don't really believe it and if you don't really want to heal, it ain't going to happen. Simple. So anytime you've got something going on in your health, you've created it. Yeah, I'm just going to say it. You've created it, and it's true. So if you've created it, you can uncreate it. Your body gives you up to 6 months warnings, like warning Will Robinson, something's wrong. You get notifications all the time from your body that something is wrong, something's amiss, meaning you're not in alignment and the body is getting a lot of pain through it. Thank you so much for the hearts and loves. I really appreciate it. Oh, hello, Ethan. Oh, my darling. So being able to heal and improve your health. First up, having a look at how you are nurturing and nourishing yourself. Do you nourish your soul? Do you nurture your body? Do you move your body? Healing takes more than taking medication, much more, and you can heal anything. Debbie, for you, very simple really. Your Debbie Keynes, the small intestine for you is really not functioning very well, and that is through fright, actually, through a shock that you received. But I also want you to look back 8 years ago and 3 years ago, because these are two very important times in your life where there has been quite a big disruption for you 8 years ago, 3 years ago. And it is through these two disruptions that your gut has just not been working properly since. And I also see little pills, medication, so whether you've been on antibiotics or some form of chemical medication that has disrupted your gut as well. And I get a lot of tightness around your neck. Do love, Ethan. How are you? Thank you, Julia. Very welcome. Yeah. Oh, Miranda, love. Don't make it a hard task, working on yourself. Definitely changing world in every aspect. Yes, when we're working on ourselves, embark upon it as the most amazing mystery journey, mystery tour you're ever going to take. And when we look at it as a mystery tour and an amazing one, think about yourself going on holiday, how excited you get and all the things you're going to discover and find. Make learning about you, discovering more about you, that vibration. Make it that kind of journey, and you'll find that you piece everything together so beautifully. It is going to make such a difference, and it's not hard work. The lady in the Soul Mastery Collective this morning was in tears and said, if it's so much fun, why am I crying? And that is liberation, that is freedom, that's release of blocked energy. Any time that we have got blocked energy in the system is where we create pain, obstacles, have all sorts of problems. So have fun with your journey, Miranda. Really crank it and see yourself as an amazing being with so many things to learn. Make you the most marvellous mystery tour you've ever been on. Oh, it's your horse, Casey. Oh, darling, I am so sorry. Casey, it's unnecessary for them to put him to sleep. a blockage in the bowel. I mean, if you had a blockage in the bowel, which is what I said, a lot of trouble in his bowel, if you had a blockage in the bowel, would you want them to put you to sleep? No, why aren't they using laxatives? Why aren't they using the fluid things that can help move the bowel on? Oh, darling girl, I'm so sorry. I wish I'd known that earlier, Casey, so we could get you to get some other help for him. If it's not too late, love, can you give your vet a call and tell them you want them to use another way to clear his bowel? That's so wrong. An impacted bowel is not a reason for euthanasia for anybody. An impacted bowel, a bowel blockage, can be cleared in an animal and a human. Anxiety, one of my favourite topics, anxiety. Hi, Sandy. Anxiety is just false evidence appearing real. Anxiety is a choice. Now, being careful here, obviously, if you have had some tremendous type of trauma, and I mean tremendous type of trauma, then the mind will get a hold of you and it will keep perpetuating the fright, the fear. The fact is, with anxiety, where you are sitting right now is the only reality that is real. So when you start to breathe and you focus on your breath and you calm the body, the mind has no option but to calm down. Anxiety is something that you can control, just like anything else that goes wrong. That's all being driven by the mind. Kim, I believe that we have spoken before about your pelvis, your hips. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think you had some very good guidance about that before, and you really do need to reach out and either get a full healing. But again, the same as I was saying before, you've got to want to heal. We can heal anything when we really want to. So if it's serving you in some way, and yes, it does, pain and all that serves in some way, then you need to move yourself past that. Well, if you're feeling stuck, Robin, then there's a reason for that, and you're pushing against the tide. Lovely. Adrian, thank you. That's lovely. Back to Casey. Casey, darling, please do go and see if you can do anything else. Thank you, Jason. Anita, big round of applause to you, darling. If I could reach you, I would hug you. Yes, that, and you're not alone, love. You are not alone. So many people say they're listening, and they feel they are, and they're listening with their third dimension ears. They're not actually listening with their heart. We get in the way because the mind says, oh, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted to hear. So how do you listen? By letting yourself be very open to receiving and not objecting, not saying no, that's not going to work, no, I can't do that, that's all the work of the mind. I can't do that, that's not what I wanted, blah blah blah. So allowing the messages to come, just let it be. All right, that's how you listen. You don't go against it. Yeah, I bet you are, Maria. We all get all over stuff. Whoops, hang on. Where do we go? Lovely, Robin. Been there, Jasmine Louise. How do we heal when our heart's broken? How do we heal when a marriage goes south, it doesn't turn out the way that we thought it was? Well, if it goes that way, it was never meant to be in the first place. If it goes that way, there's something far greater for you to learn. So when a relationship finishes of any kind, we feel into the grief that we experience, we feel into everything, all the hurt that comes with it, and then we take a deep breath and ask ourselves, what's next? And what can I take away from that? What can I learn about me? The big thing is we always go into the what fors, the how fors, the might ofs, the ifs, what he did, what she did, and all that stuff. That's not helpful at all. So being able to heal yourself at the end of a relationship, you really need to always go home to self. Self has all the answers. Here does not. Here's really good for you to learn how to read, learn stuff, go and study something, know not to get run over by the bus, all that stuff. But it's no good for helping you understand how to heal. You're welcome, Di. Same thing, Paige, and hello, Paige. Confident in listening to the wisdom all comes down to your real belief. How many of you have got true faith? True faith, real trust, and real belief. Now, I had the most wonderful conversation with Andrew the other week about faith and knowing. And I'm going to say, for me, I wrap it up together. My belief in the angels, my belief in God, no one could unravel it or tell me any different, because my knowing is unwaveringly strong. Therefore, my belief is unwavering. So when we are not listening to our gut instinct, when we are not taking that guidance, it's because, once again, we've got the mind in the way and we're getting in our own way. Being confident in listening to the wisdom is giving over. So give over to that guidance instead of trying to rock the boat and tip yourself out. Yeah, Jason, I love facts. I'm all about facts. Julie, hello, Julie. You're welcome, Kerry. Edward, that's a great comment, and people scared to cry, especially when they're going on a soulful experience, or when they're healing, usually because they feel like they've failed, and aren't doing so well with life. So, it's disappointing to themselves, but crying is release. It's a very good way of sorting things out. Oh, no, not a sign of weakness. Who said that? Angel, not a sign of weakness. Yes, tears cleanse the soul. Can also stress the soul. Depends on what you're carrying in that. That's lovely, Miranda. Sandy, welcome. Woo, 333, Jason, awesome. Oh, surgical case, prognosis isn't good. Renal letters with a stomach tube, and ask them and see anyway. Yeah, they drain 20 litres with a stomach tube, but Casey, we're talking about the bowel. So they really need to go the other way to get to where the blockage is in the bowel. And the only reason they're telling you, love, the prognosis isn't good is because they may be thinking that there is something more than just a blockage in his bowel, like a tumour. And terrible to say, but vets are conditioned very much around an animal's age, just like they are a human, and they don't give a whole lot of hope for an animal that is older, which is so very wrong, but that's the way they've been taught and the way they think. So it's a shame that they aren't prepared. Well, I hope when you call them that they will look at something else. Tell them there's got to be another way. Make them work for their money, Casey. Make them work with the supposed study that they've done. Make them earn it, and make them look beyond what they're thinking. Maria, feeling my gifts more strongly lately. Any advice? Your gifts come forward at the right time in your life, and we do not choose what our gifts are. We do not choose when you are really gifted. You do not choose them. You don't go and say, oh, well, I'm going to sign up for that and I'm going to become clairvoyant, or I'm going to become a healer. If you are gifted in that way, meaning that it comes through you from the divine, then they orchestrate that and they bring all of that forward. They also bring forward the people that are right for you to work with. So again, we have the mind in one lane, and then we have the Almighty Divine, your guides, the angels in the other lane. When your gifts are starting to emerge, it's a very good idea to make sure that you go into quiet space every day and you learn to sit and speak directly to your guides and your angels, and you need to know how to do that. Oh, awesome, Ailish. Hello. You guys on your 333. Powerful number, the 333. Thank you, Jasmine. Really appreciate that. Edward, sorry, Edward. Andrew, goodness me. Edward, Andrew. Sure it weren't Andrew in a past life, but at least you knew who I was talking about. Thank you, Edward, and for having a laugh. Do you ask a question? Do you draw a card? Hi, Donna, and welcome. You're new here. No, I don't ask a question, and I usually prefer people don't ask a question, and I do not do cards either. So, full clairvoyant, full channel. And Donna, I will ask if there is some sort of guidance for you or something that they would like to bring to you. Hi, Sari, how are you today? Paraffin's too thick. That's why, Casey. Look, I'm sorry, love. I'm bringing you probably more upset than good here, but it's annoying me that the vets aren't looking beyond what they've got stuck in their head. Paraffin is too thick. In this instance, it's not helping where the blockage is. If Casey, can you see if you've got a holistic vet? I feel you've got a holistic and a very clever, very intuitive vet nearby, not in the same place where the horse is presently. Casey, love, really have a look around your area very quickly. Even put into your phone, holistic vet, and see who you can find. Give them a call and interrupt the other vets telling them that you want this vet to have a look at your horse. I understand the grief. I understand what you're going through. And if you choose that you would rather not do this, that's absolutely fine. I totally get it. Totally get it. Edward, you get Richard as well. Now, I haven't got there yet. Maybe I will. Eilish. Well, Eilish, while you are in that mindset of how you were raised, believing how you were raised, then you're not going to be able to move past that without a whole lot of obstacles. But you know what? That could be the way that you are meant to open up into your gifts. It could be what it's meant to be for you. Edward, the other thing for you that has just come in here is cards. And you need to do a different way of your spread because you have your own style. So you know how the cards most often come with layouts and they tell you how to use them in layouts? You're to ignore those because, my man, you have got your own funky style and you're going to get so much more guidance, so much more in the way of messages for your clients and for yourself when you go into using them in your own way, right? So forget about the old-fashioned place. And the funny thing with you, Edward, is I see a lot of runes around you as if you have been connected with very, very stony places and using stones way back, so long time ago in a different lifetime. You're welcome, Casey. Hi, Kat. Hello, Margaret Ann O'Farrell. Okay. Donna Hamer. Now, everyone, please know that you can book a full reading or a full healing with me, and the link is in the information here on the page. I also welcome you to join my community, the Heal with Gwenda page. Nice one, Donna. You're very welcome, Edmund. My pleasure. I was so pleased to have you on the class and to actually join the class about angels and guides. Look forward to ramping it up a couple of levels too. So, what I was going to say to you about my links for booking in with me, I haven't got many spaces left in the rest of the year. So, if you would like to have a session with me, you will have to be quick. So, as a pleasure. Now then, where did I get to? Getting distracted here. Cat, yes. With finances, Cat, and finances for you in particular, they tell me that you're holding on too tightly. So what I'm seeing here is like a drawstring purse that has been really right up tight, like the drawstring has been pulled super tight, and when you need to be releasing money, when you're going to pay something, it's almost like a tug of war energy where you really don't want to give it over. So you're trying to hold on tight as the money is either being paid out or taken from your hand. And this is what's creating a terrific blockage with you, Kat. You need to look into your relationship with money and also your sense of losing things. And I don't mean losing them like, oh God, where have I put that? I mean losing things from your life, losing people, losing work, big things in your life, because this sense of wanting to really hold on tight to money is actually tied up with a sense of loss with you. Margaret Ann O'Farrell, or anything, is there anything? So I hear, Margaret Ann, that you are like a child in a lolly shop and there's just so much for you to choose from. You never know quite where to choose, which means that you can be quite procrastinating, and then other times you're very spontaneous. So you rock and roll from one side to the other. 1 minute you're procrastinating and the next minute you're very spontaneous. And then you're like, oh, why did I do that? Why did I make that decision? So you really need to create some balance and be more centered in yourself so that you can be, your scales of procrastination and spontaneity aren't quite like this, but more like that. Donna, that's awesome. Diane, well, Diane, at the moment you really are in a little bit of a whirligig place in your life, which means that it's rather yuck actually, because you're sort of going around in circles. Now, circles are never decreasing and there's no way off a circle, you just go round and round and round. This, though, for you, Diane, is because you're caught up in someone else's life. You live a lot more in their shoes, means that you're walking their life path rather than walking your own. So it's time for you to start getting off that merry-go-round and make some decisions that are based very much on what your heart wants and the way that you'd like to be in your life, rather than towing the line for others and always being there for others. Now, don't get me wrong, people. It's not about saying don't be there for others. It's about how you are there for others. All right? You've got to be very clear on what it is that you want in your life. All right? So get off that round and round the circle bus. Before I go, for those of you, you're welcome, Margaret. For those of you who are still here with me, what I'd like to do for you now is a lovely healing meditation. So if you would like to join me in a healing meditation, stay with me for these next several minutes. And then I'm going to leave you to be able to enjoy the rest of your day, and I shall go back to the rest of mine. But here we go. Please get yourself, for those that want to stay. Thanks again for the love hearts. I so appreciate them. Get yourself really nice and comfortable. Now I'd like you to make sure that you've lengthened your spine. So you're going to make some room in your body. Lift your spine up. That doesn't mean that you've raised your shoulder blades. You're just going to extend your body so you can feel your spine's got some breathing space in it. Really let it come on up tall. Hold your chin strong and in a neutral position. Now you're going to feel your feet be very flat on the floor. And make sure they are uncrossed, your legs are uncrossed. Lay your hands gently on your thighs. Palms are up, fingers are soft. And you're just breathing your breath, normal flow in and out. You're going to allow your eyes to softly close. Allow your eyes to softly close and let the eyes be ever so soft in the sockets. Your breath flows in and out of its own accord. This meditation for you, or this lovely space created for you now, is going to be imbibed in the most vibrant of healing light. The healing light is going to pour through your body from the top of your head down to the tip of your toes. It's going to spill out from the toes and come right back up around the energy bodies on the outside of your physical self. And as it rises and comes through the energy fields and energy bodies, it sweeps and cleanses everything that no longer serves you. It removes stagnant energy, rancid thoughts, and all blockages that are creating halts in your life. For Casey in particular, and those of you who have a troubled heart, we fill the heart space with the most beautiful unconditional love and hold your heart strong for all that you are enduring at this time. The beautiful golden light comes up and around and through the energy bodies and releases out into the universe. And now rainbows of colour come down through the top of the crown and pour down all over you as a most magnificent rainbow. And in this is healing energy, vitality, lifting the vibration of every single cell in your body. Your chest rises and falls ever so gently with the breath. But now each breath you take takes in the golden light and the rainbow field of energy. So every breath you take takes in the vibrant healing energy, the vitality, and it flows through every organ in your body. Receive and accept all of this beautiful energy that is offered to you from the highest light. Allow it to flow through every single cell of your being. See it expanding out through all of your energy fields. Feel the vitality and the uplift. Release all blockages. Now you're going to feel into your body, beginning at the navel, allowing the navel, the abdomen, to gently rise and fall with the breath. And see if you can find the main colour from the rainbow of energy that is poured down through you. And feel that colour as it swirls around your whole abdomen and through your back. Feel its healing energy. Feel the rise of vitality throughout your abdomen. Allow it to travel up your spine as it comes out at the top of the head, releasing all negativity, all worry and all tension. We remove all toxins from every single cell in your body. Every breath you take in has all the colours of the rainbow, and every single cell now vibrates in a different vibration, cleansed and clear. And when you receive that with an open heart, you allow your soul to step forward and release all that prevents you from being how you wish to be today and this day forward. And you open to hearing the guidance from your inner self, your higher self. And so it is. Blessed be to every one of you. Very gently move your toes and your fingers softly. Take a lovely breath in, and as you breathe out, allow the breath to be longer than the breath in. Taking another breath in, and this time a little longer in and even longer out. And as you breathe out, softly allow the eyes to roll up, so allow the eyes to softly open, ever so gently. Allow them to come back into this space with gentleness, with kindness. And so it is. Blessed be to each of you. Let your eyes come back into the room and into this space. Roll your shoulders back and enjoy the breath. And I say to you, the energy of the golden light and also the rainbow light remains with you for the next 72 hours. Feel the vitality, feel the energy and clarity of mind. Thank you, Angel. Glad you enjoyed it. My pleasure, Jason. I hope you enjoyed your foot bath with the Himalayan salt. Thank you for being here today. Thank you to all of you, and thank you for your beautiful energy and your lovely interaction. It's been really nice to sit with you. You're welcome, Antoinette. Thank you for staying for that. Thank you, Kay. Thank you very much. Take that up and really enjoy it. Thank you, Jasmine. To every one of you, have a most beautiful, blessed rest of your day. And remember, don't get in your own way. Allow your guides, the angels and your higher self, to help you in everything that you're trying to do, because that's what they want to do. Oh, sleep well, Edward, sleep well. I hope you're going to feel fantastic when you wake up. Good night, dear man, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Such blessings to Edward, everyone. He's in Canada, in the high north part of Canada, so it is 1:59 in the morning for him. That's why he's off to bed now. Thank you, Donna. Glad you enjoyed it. And Adrienne, thank you all very much. I will look forward to seeing you all next week. Same back channel, same back time, and being able to bringing guidance for you, healing light. And remember, thank you so much. Remember, if you would like to have a session with me, I seriously do have very limited spaces left for the rest of this year. I've got some workshops to hold too, so it's all very exciting. And thank you, Diane. Really appreciate that. So have a wonderful, wonderful day and a wonderful rest of the week, everyone. Be kind to yourselves, look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon.